Most people remember him as Jin, a plane crash survivor on the award-winning television series Lost. But Daniel Dae Kim has since established himself in a more rugged role post-Lost in remake of the classic police drama Hawaii Five-0. In Hawaii Five-0, Kim plays Detective Chin-Ho Kelly, a former member of the Honolulu Police Department who is forced to retire after being falsely accused of corruption. Eventually cleared of all charges, Chin-Ho is reinstated but decides to join the task force instead. In Kuala Lumpur recently to promote Hawaii Five-0, Daniel shared his thoughts about just how much fun it has been to work on the series.
It's been a blast.
Yeah.
You know, it's been something that, you know, when you're working on a remake, that it's always difficult to kind of walk that fine line between respecting the source material and then trying to make something new. And so the fact that we've been able to find our own identity has been really nice.
And what was it that attracted him to the project?
It was a number of things, but one of the things I would say is that I felt like the way that the project was being conceived was the right way. They had a really high caliber group of guys writing it, men and women I should say, and I felt like it was a show that logistically worked out for me because it was in Hawaii and I was already there. I felt like I had something to offer to it.
Given the iconic status of the original series, just how much of a challenge was it to step in their shoes? Certainly, it must have been big boots to fill.
Yeah, I think it was a challenge more in the first year when, you know, a lot of people who had such fond memories of the original series were kind of watching us with one eye kind of squinted, you know.
Don't mess it up.
Exactly. And, you know, I think now we're out there and people see that we're doing our best to respect the original series and modernize it a little bit. And so we have a lot of fans now as a result of it.
And to prepare for his role in Hawaii Five-0, did Daniel put in his fair share of on-the-job research?
I did, actually. I kind of traveled with the Honolulu Police Department for a number of days in their squad cars and at the police station, just to get an idea of, you know, what their job really was.
With regards to having to live and work in Hawaii, it comes as no surprise to discover that Daniel has had no problems whatsoever with having to spend quality time in paradise.
Well, I remember when I first started shooting Lost there, I would just, when we started shooting at like 6:30, the sun would be coming up, and I would just walk out to the set and just feel so grateful that this was my office. This is, when I say I have to go to the office, I was looking at some of the most beautiful scenery in the world. And I have to say, even after 8 years, I still appreciate it.
Now, one cannot get through an interview with Daniel Dae Kim without wondering just what it was like to work on a hugely popular series such as Lost.
It was life-changing for me. I can't deny. You know, it was the project that introduced me to audiences around the world. You know, I had a steady career before that. Managed to kind of keep working, making a living, and you know, once in a while was recognized. But Lost was I don't know, the popular term these days is game changer. And I know that if it weren't for Lost, I wouldn't be on Hawaii Five-0. So everything is a chain reaction. One thing comes from the thing previous.
With 2 seasons under their belt and the contract renewed for a 3rd run, Hawaii Five-0 seems to be growing from strength to strength. So just what kind of developments can we expect from the show in Season 3?
I think, you know, Season 2 was an arc for Chin-Ho that was very happy, for lack of a better word, you know. He got married, he came back onto the police force. Things went well for him in Season 2. And, you know, television takes a lot of twists and turns, so I wouldn't be surprised if it took a big one for Chin-Ho in Season 3.
Through the diversity of his roles on stage and screen and the sheer force of personality that he brings to the characters that he plays, Daniel Dae Kim continues to expand the perception of what an Asian American actor can bring to the table. And long may it continue.